Hi, I'm Althea Walters, creator of My Goal Tracker, a goal planning tool that helps people to focus and work on their life goals, their personal goals, things that they have planned in their life for a while and have not really moved and activated on. Those dreams and those goals, persons, may have goals such as they want to build their house, they want to get married, they want to start a business, they want to write a book, whatever it is. Um, this is the tool that is going to help you to really keep track of it, because the damage that we do to ourselves many times is that we keep it in our brains and then we say, oh, I'll remember to do this, oh, I'll remember to do that, but I'll fix that problem for you. So this is the My Goal Tracker goal planning tool, and currently they're in these colors. It's blue, hot pink, and aqua. And I know you will find a color that suits you well. So the goal planning tool is not a regular diary. It is not something that you write your chores in, like you're going to the supermarket or you're going to pick up kids, whatever it is. It is for those big goals. It can be short term, it can be medium term, or it can be long term. But what usually happens to us is that we get so caught up with life. I mean, that was what was happening to me, and so I had to take a stance for myself. I had to stand for my own self and make sure that I focused on the things that I wanted to work on and be happy about, and the things in my future that is going to make a difference for my life and my future kids. So the tool is easy to use. It is not daunting because it's a book and people think that, okay, I have to write down all of these things and I have to remember. So I know the saying, there could be an app for that. And yes, even if there's an app for that, the writing makes it even more practical. It breaks down the steps for you easily, and it is a form of making you easy to remember. And so you grab your tool. The science has shown that writing makes it even propels you a little bit further just by writing down the task that you have to do, that it brings you closer to even starting the goal. And so the tagline is cultivating what matters to me most. And that is so important and close to my heart. So I'm going to just walk you briefly through the tool to show you how to use the goal tracker, how to use the goal tracker goal planning tool. And it's simple. We always start with a vision board. And yes, it's very important and very good that you have a vision board. But after you have done all of that visioning and all of that planning, then what happens? Some of us leave the vision board in a corner. Some of us don't even remember where it is. Some of us just stare on it and look at it and hope that the goals will work on themselves. But your goals will not be realized until you do the work. You have to do the work after you have painted the picture about your own goals, correct? So your vision board can be translated in your goal tracker planning tool. So we talk about the first step in this is to say, write down what are those big goals for you. So there's a page that says, write down, let's get to work, write them down, and you can write down your big goals, and you break them down. So the page says, I am ready for my major goals for this year. And one of the greatest features of this goal planning tool is that it is undated. You don't have to decide that you're going to start it January 2020 or 2021. You can start it any month of the year and finish it a year later. So if you decide to start in the middle of the year, like August or September or October, that's it. That works for you. Then that is what you do. You start wherever you feel comfortable, and the book won't let you feel uncomfortable. It will work along with you because it's updated. So the first thing is to write down your major goals. And one of the good features of this book is that it also has what is called a brain. So we have all of these thoughts in our head, and we want to make sure that we get them out. That's the first thing that I tell all my clients. Get out those thoughts that are running around in your head. You know what I've learned? I've learned that if it is that you keep it in your mind, it expands it to make it seem more daunting than what it really is. Because guess what? It's been repeated over and over and over again. Oh, I'm supposed to do this. Oh, I'm supposed to do that. The same task, you know. But I promise you that if you document it and write it down, it will make a difference, and it will free up your brain in order to take on more creative things. So we call it the brain dump. And when you're ready to get started, take out everything out of your brain, even if it's small. It's a small task that you don't think it is important, just take it out. As a matter of fact, whatever it is relating to the goal that you want to do now, in the near future or in the long term, just get it out of your head and you write it down in your brain down, and that should help you to get started. The book also has, you know, little tips to help you, you know, talk about in terms of debt management, your financial goals, you know, starting a business, if you're going to purchase a property, just some basic steps that will help you along with those goals. And one of our next feature is talking about your habits, because your habits, if it is that you decide to take on a very big goal or even the smallest goal that you have, if you have some bad habits in the way, like, okay, I am going to be wasting my time on a weekend just sleeping all weekend, it means that you're going to have to fix that habit, because you're going to need to get back that time in order for you to focus on your goals. So those habits, there's a page, my habits page, where it helps you to come face to face with your old habits and say what new habits you're cultivating or creating for yourself. Because if you go into deep diving with your goals and you go in with the same old habits, I promise you, within a few weeks or within a few months, you're going to be back at square one, because you did not do anything about that bad habit. The book also helps you to break down the tasks. So you have listed those big tasks at the front where you wrote down your major goals. So there is a section where you can actually choose one or two of those goals and break them down into 6 months or 3 months or 2 months. So it says, okay, this is what I can do in 6 months. And you say, okay, month 1, what I'm going to do month 2, month 3, month 4, all the way to month 6. And that helps you, brings you to clarity and gives you a path or a guideline as to what to do. And at the end of achieving any goal at all, we always encourage persons to celebrate the small successes. Buy yourself some ice cream, you know, go out and have some fun, celebrate with your family, whatever it is, go to the movies, buy yourself something nice, just to celebrate and give yourself that pat on the back that you actually achieved the goal. So we want to encourage that. It has different pages where you can go through. If you're going through your fitness journey or your health journey, you can actually document all the things that you want. And our clients always say they love this page, which is the financial goals page, which it helps you to break down your different income streams, helps you, it's like a little table that helps you with your money management. It's not even deep. So even if you're afraid of budgets, don't even worry about it. It's not that deep. It's just saying, look, encouraging you to save, encouraging you to track how you're paying off your debts, encourage you to track how you're paying off your income streams, attracting income streams, and encourage you to do some other small stuff inside of your money management. So it's not deep, so don't be scared. And as we go along, there will be different areas in the book that you can benefit from. So at the beginning of each month, you have a calendar, which is a blank calendar for you to fill in your dates. And you can also do a summary of the things that you want to focus on for the month. So that is our monthly brain dump and our monthly tracking sheet, where you get to just talk or just dump the things that you want to focus on for that month. And it occurs at the beginning of every month. And why is that important? If you are in this month, current month that you're in now, and something comes up and you know that you want to focus on it for the next month or the next 2 months, you can just go to that page and write it down. Get it out of your brain so you don't have to worry about it or try to remember it. So by the time you reach to that section, you will already know what you're doing. So after the monthly brain dump, you will go directly to the weekly sheets, and we have 4 weekly sheets, and each weekly sheet has your top 3 goals that you must focus on for the week, along with the actions that you must take. So, for example, if I say I am going to create a new product for my business, that is my goal for the week. You don't even have to have 3 goals. You can have one, but don't let it pass 3. So if I'm going to create a new product for my business, I must be either brainstorming, those are the actions I will be taking. Brainstorming what new products, what new areas I want to go into, what type of clients will I be selling this product to, or the date that I'll be launching it or testing it. I have a bunch of stuff to do to last me for an entire month. But all I'm saying is just break it up week by week. What are the different things that you will be doing? If I'm going to school and I want to start school, if that is my goal to get registered for the week, I must be able to, okay, my action is I'm going to log on to the website of the school, or I'm going to go up to administrations, I'm going to collect my application form, or I'm going to fill it out online, I'm going to work on my finances. You have a bunch of stuff that you must be focusing on. And so each month has a breakdown, and within each month you have weekly sheets that you must focus on your top 3 goals. And at the end of every quarter, we have some major questions that we ask you. And the quarter, we calculate as 3 months each time within the year. And at the end of every 3 months, you will be faced with a quarterly review, meaning that you'll be asking yourself, what big goals did I achieve for the quarter? What prevented me from achieving those goals? Example, I didn't plan my time properly, I made other things a priority, social media distraction, no motivation at all, I didn't know how to do it. And you also say, okay, if it is that those were the things that prevented me from working on my goals, what do I need to refocus on? And if you identified something like, okay, I didn't know how to do it, then you need to refocus on, what do I need to do? Do I need to reach out to somebody? Do I need to Google something? Do I need to go on a self-taught course? What do I need to do to learn how to do it? Do I need to watch some videos? Whatever it is. So you need to take your goals seriously. And so that is why I created my goal tracker. I wanted persons to focus on themselves, take themselves seriously, not only other people's priority, and make your priorities bold enough for you to want to do them. So that is my sharing with you how to use the goal tracker. You can actually log on to my Instagram page at my goal tracker, and there's a link in the bio that directs you how to order your goal tracker planner, and that will direct you to somewhere where you can just order and pay, and the book will be delivered to you. Thank you so much.